computer today. Sorry about the late delay. Didn't even know that I was going to be streaming today. So, yeah, man, pretty excited to get started this week. I'm not going to lie, I had a pretty intensive week. If you guys haven't noticed, I've actually really kind of started doing almost daily content using a Gary V type of model thing as well. So I've been really preoccupied with that. Shot some also great shot another episode of the Weekly Hustle. So actually now have a podcast and stuff on Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts too. I'll leave links for those later and whatnot. Not in a huge rush to promote them, but if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my email list where I kind of give you all the updates and all that going on. If you are tuning in, drop me a comment really quick. Make sure to smash the like button for now, and let's get this stream popping. But I thought today what we could do is actually kind of plan out the week together, or show you how I plan my week. Just through a tool that I use called Notion. And if you guys haven't tuned in, for the last 3 weeks, I think I've been using Notion.so. So if you go refugeehustle.com/Notion, you sign up for a free account. It actually supports my channel, so would really appreciate that. So basically what I'm going to do today is kind of go through a process that I've been more so doing more recently rather than a while now. But yeah, let's kind of dive into it. Let's see if I can share my Notion really quick. I'll have my comments open as well, so if you guys want to drop any Q&A in the chat, that'd be cool too. But yeah, let's open up Notion for a second. And if you guys don't know, oh wow, so what the hell? Let's see if I can show, come on. Let's open Notion. Great. Can you guys see this? I don't think you guys can. Holy shit. Am I running into technical difficulties already? Hold on for a second. Oh my god. Later. All right. Cool. Great. You guys can see this now. Perfect. So this is my Notion. I actually have like a few different things in my Notion as well. So this is pretty much my full view of what I come to every single day. And what I'm going to do is go into this brainstorm session. If you can't tell, I actually have some kick-ass investing ideas over here. But right now, like I think when I'm planning to do any sort of content or like planning out my week, I want to write all the things that I want to get done this week. So for example, I want to finish up my kick-ass investing masterclass course hub. That's what's on my mind. Also, kick-ass investing academy full course. I also need to, on my YouTube side, I also want to, let's kind of change this into a different header. Let's do a big one, and we'll do for this and for these type of things, I'll throw down here into kick-ass investing. I'll do a title. I'll do a full-blown title here: kick-ass investing, kick-ass investing, and make this number 1 header. Yeah. So I use this tool a lot, by the way, to kind of plan out my week. One thing I really like about Notion a lot is that when I copy and paste into things like MailChimp or anything like that, it's super helpful, at least for me, to kind of to just easily copy and paste. It keeps the formatting even when I'm using things like WordPress and whatnot as well. So like, if you guys don't know, I actually host everything on WordPress. That's how I do my websites and all that as well. So it's super helpful for that. Okay, now back into here. So update system, install later. Let's go back into here for a second. So recently I actually just finished the weekly hustle episode 2. That's uploaded already, but I gotta do thumbnails for micro content. Weekly hustle. iTunes. Well, so my iTunes right now. So my iTunes and Google Play list are all taken care of for the most part. So it actually automatically does it for me. So if you guys are really curious about kind of the micro content I use as well, I'm more than happy to show that as well. I think I have a copy in my weekly hustle for this week. This is kind of like where I edit everything. Let's copy paste that over. Go here. Great. So this is actually my strategy. So basically what I do every single week is, let me switch over to the screen. Do not show this again. Cancel. Basically what I do every single week is I have some sort of the main episode that I upload on YouTube. I email it out through a text version through my email newsletter. I also put some personalizations. My Kick-Ass products isn't officially out yet. I need to update the links, build out the website there. But on my YouTube channel side, I actually break up each one of those topics into the micro content as Gary Vee talks about. And it actually all goes back to drives traffic back to the weekly hustle, the core pillar content. And then I have audio podcasts, which drives back to the main core, or which is pillar content as well. So that's pretty much the Gary Vee model right there. So that's kind of like the marketing strategy I'm using. I did like this week, I actually talked about marketing in terms of Joe Rogan. Why is he so popular? The type of personal branding that he has. By the way, really appreciate the likes, guys. I actually got a few comments on, yes, I've been dealing with trolls. I might talk about that maybe this week. I'm not sure if I really want to bring it up. But actually, I was going through a lot of YouTube hell this week, which if you guys watch tomorrow's episode, you'll know all about that. But I also got some feedback saying that people want to see more marketing and business tactics too. So I'm going to be doing a lot more business on this channel as well. So there's that. So yes, this is my strategy, and it basically keeps me accountable of like, why am I doing this? It reminds me like, hey, 1, I'm trying to build a great community. 2, I want to share cool products, tools, and all that, the behind the scenes of what I do, because I realized for a long time, I never really shared what I did behind the scenes and never kind of documented that growth. And I want to show you guys what I do on a day-to-day basis to kind of plan out my weeks and show you what I've been doing to be a lot more productive as well. So there's that. Let's go back into here for a second. So just hashing out everything. So I have the micro content that I need to do. I also need to do the thumbnails. I need to do the SEO for micro content and pillar content. That's kind of like what's on my mind on YouTube. I do have like, I'll put it optional for now, but I do have bonus videos that like optional bonus video. I do have like an Air Force pharmacist interview, and I do have a few other videos, but I'll just like leave that here / bullet. I think it's bullet list. Yeah, there we go. Shit, hold on. Just gotta move this. And another cool thing about like Notion is that it's so easy to drag and drop. So if you guys are looking at this, if I want to reorder this, hold on, where did my mouse go? Holy shit. It's just going a little slow. If I want to reorder this, it's really easy. If I want to reorder like this, you can just highlight multiple different things and it works really, really well. So that's that. High ticket closing or high ticket sales client. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Take a look at header. Change this to header. I actually got invited to do kind of like a mini check-in this week. So I'm going to be not running necessarily a training with my partner, but we're going to be doing like an accountability check-in as well. So I'll put that down. Obviously, I have my morning routines where I go through like the typical things, texting my client, texting the leads, following up on applications and all that as well. There's a lot of behind the scenes, but I don't really need to write down those major things. Now, in terms of learning this week, I want to, and by the way, this is all off the dome. I'm not even really, I did not structure this at all, but I'm just putting key aspects of what I want this week as well, right? So what are some of the things I need to do education wise? This week I need to write out, or I've been reading the Gary Halbert letters. So if you guys don't know, let me switch over my camera really quick. If you guys don't know, I've actually been following these letters. I printed out all like 20, at least I got 70 pages. I think 50 to 70 pages here that I printed out. These are really great copywriting letters by the legend Gary Halbert. He also has a 30-day challenge too that maybe eventually one day I'll want to do as well. But I think there was an article on Reddit that actually outlined the Gary Halbert letters as well, the boron letters. It's basically the letters that he wrote in prison, but they're great copywriting type of prompts as well, and they're really great life and business life as advice as well. So it's letters to his son. This is like a copyright. If you're in copywriting, everybody recommends the boron letters, and guess what? They're perfectly free. So I actually might put that on my weekly hustle too. Weekly hustle. I also need to write a weekly hustle article as well. So I have that. I got a comment really quick. So I got Andy Liao. He says, "Hey Kevin, hope all is well. I'm an engineering student." I don't know why you're following me, bro. No, just kidding. Really appreciate the love. Let me adjust my camera a little bit. I want to make YouTube videos to stand out for employers. How should I approach how just start? Thanks. Well, I'll be honest, Andy. Actually, it's pretty interesting. I feel like YouTube videos are anti like employers. A lot of big companies don't really like YouTube unless you're a YouTube agency or something like that. You gotta ask yourself, is it really necessary? Is that the best way to stand out from your employers? I don't know what kind of job you're going for, Andy. So if there's like if you want to give me a little bit of context about what are you thinking? Are you still sticking to a engineering job or something like that? That'd be great. But in terms of starting a YouTube channel in general, I just say just start. I think that's the most important thing. I think sometimes, like especially for a more analytical type, they just get so caught up overthinking stuff that they just never start. It's called analysis paralysis, and I think one of the easiest ways to get over that is just shoot tons of videos and just start from there. And over time, you can optimize your audience and get a better idea of the avatar or problem that you're solving as well. But I think that's a great way to start. I mean, that's how this channel started. Keep in mind, it was never a niche channel. It's kind of like Joe Rogan, where it's like a personal channel where I just share a lot of the interests that I love. At one point, it was pharmacy. Now it's like more business related, more sales and high ticket sales and marketing related for me. But notice like all the different things I have, and I think that's okay too. Now, if you want to eventually turn it into a business channel, obviously you might need to niche down and speak to your exact avatar, customer avatar. But I think that's interesting. Like tutorials, computer science. Yeah, man. I think like if you're doing tutorials, it's pretty safe doing as well, because sometimes people will look at your YouTube channel as more of a liability than an asset as well. So I've actually had a few friends who, besides myself, but I know a few friends who were terminated because of their YouTube channel. They never mentioned their employer, and that's something that you just need to be cognizant of as well. So now I guess like after hearing these stories about, what do they call it? They call it misconduct, right? They'll call it some professional misconduct. Fuck, I fell over. I think they call it like misconduct or whatnot. Just be very careful about it. But if you're doing tutorials, I think you should be fine for the most part, as long as you're positive and whatnot. Thanks. I'm the type of paralysis. What's a good mic to start with? Which one are you using right now? Well, actually, if you want to go to Refugee Hustle, let me just post it really quick. Post it in the chat so you can check. Um, Refugee. I actually shared recently published a new article about the ultimate office setup and my YouTube setup. Best YouTube setup. If you go here really quick, JC, I list all my list everything. Obviously, there's affiliate links, so it helps my channel if you purchase through those. But the one I currently use is an SM7B. It's a professional mic. Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, MJ. He did Thriller on this microphone, and Robin Quivers from the Howard Stern show actually uses this, and all of and Joe Rogan uses it. Now, in terms of difficulty of using it, it's probably not the first one I would recommend. If you're just kind of dipping this, keep in mind the microphone itself is about $400, and then if you use a cloud lifter or get like a DBX like I did or preamp, that can run you an extra 200. So that's a lot of money for a lot of people. I would say try to keep things simple. Maybe I have a SM58 which requires no type of, you don't need a preamp. The sound is really good. People like the sound of it. And then all you need is a USB interface thing where you can plug in the mic and connect it to your computer. Because unfortunately, you can't really take just an XLR cable and plug it into your computer. So that's what I would recommend. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me go back to my, hold on for a second. Let's see. Cool. How many people are watching this? 5 people. Great. And guys, if you want to shoot a like, would really appreciate it. Y'all would really appreciate it. Cool. So let's go back into Notion, and I'll wait for more comments as they come in. All right. So Boron Letters by Gary Halbert. I think I might, for topics, what I'm reading, I might do the Gary Halbert type of thing. Challenges, I might do the 30-day Gary Halbert challenge. Might reconsider, or maybe like finish kick-ass investing. Yeah, why don't I do a bullet for this? Bullet. Shit. Whoops. And then keep in mind, I'm just like brain dumping. I think that's the most important thing. They talk about that in getting the book Getting Things Done. David Allen talks about brain dumping constantly. So I like doing this because it just like kind of puts everything out, and then it just gives me a lot of clarity about what I want to get done as well. So education. So this is the book or book/article I'll be focusing on. Boron letters. By the way, the boron letters, the Gary Halbert letters, apparently boron is like a prison or whatnot that Gary went through. I actually don't know what Gary Halbert was arrested for. I mean, there's a really cool story about how he was arrested and all that as well. But that's what I'm going to be focusing on. I also, this week, I want to do some sort of logic type of like beat making course. Maybe find a beat making course or something like that. A beat making course. And maybe I'll try to focus on a lo-fi chill hop beat. Thinking about that. I think that's pretty much it in terms of education. So weekly hustle, what I'm reading, challenges. I don't know. I gotta think of cool tools too. I haven't had a pretty cool tool in a while. But okay, cool. So I have my high ticket sales client, my YouTube channel with a bonus interview as well. Maybe maybe because I only have 5 pieces of content this week. Kick-ass investing. I have the Kick-ass Master Course Hub. I also need to make sure my email list goes finalize sales page, finalize the build out the new tool / workbook. Was really interesting, by the way. I actually speaking about like cool tools and stuff, I've actually kind of implemented an Airtable in my investing course as well. So pretty excited. Like, it's gonna be really exciting. I've been really kind of delving deep into Airtable, and I created this tool where it helps you kind of create your portfolio with just a few clicks, by the way. So I'm really excited for that. And I've created a few tools to help people pick out their first stock tickers and whatnot as well. I also want to do maybe talk about like one-on-one calls to the email list. I should probably create, oh shit, this actually should go down here under Kick-Ass Investing. Whoa. One-on-one calls to email list. And these are there's no priority when it comes to this as well. Shoot additional content for Kick-Ass Investing YouTube channel. Great. So far I got my wealth. I've covered my wealth assets. So my high ticket sales client, my YouTube channel, those are kind of like the 3 areas of my wealth. Now I should probably focus on like my health and think about like what are some goals I have this week, or what am I trying to get done this week, right? And then I'll probably prioritize everything in terms of priority as well, the biggest things that need to be getting done. And obviously this is my paracetam. This is my nootropic stack, by the way, but I talk about it in my in the weekly hustle tomorrow. Go live. Not that far, guys. And what I will do as well is that I'll probably take a look at my daily tracker as well, just to make sure that everything is aligning to kind of like these goals and everything that I'm outlining here. So there's that. In terms of health, I've been really until the gyms go back into place. By the way, I really miss the gym a lot, man. Like, that's the number one thing I miss in quarantine a lot, is like I miss going to the gym. Maybe I should do like, let's see. I want to aim for not 1 hour, but 45-minute yoga sessions on YouTube. And we'll do, let's say the target is 5 of them. 5 times this week. By the way, just to let you guys know, I tend to have a tendency to be overly ambitious a lot of time. So hold on. Yeah, I have a tendency of being overly ambitious a lot of time. So I'll probably have to adjust the numbers and plan out everything. In terms of, I also want to plan out my meal prep this week. I actually lowered all my fun fact too. I also lowered all my macros down to 1800. So I'm starving half the time, but I've been still losing weight just because I've been fasting as well. Maybe I should implement one fasting day. Do a 24-hour fast. I'll do a 24-hour fast. Actually, I tend to do 24-hour fast, but maybe I'll do like a 36-hour fast. So there's that. In terms of strength, conditioning. One, maybe I'll aim for like 3, let's do 4 times this week. In terms of strength, like some of the things I've been doing is using the T handle, kettlebell, rows, do like 10 by 10. And I'll have one weight for this. It's like 50 pounds. Do swings, T handle, swings. And by the way, I talked about this, how to create a kettlebell. Actually, it's pretty interesting. I have it right here. It's pretty funny. It's made out of plumbing supplies, and then you can just stack the weight in here and then do your swings like that. Do 10 by 10, and then rows that maybe do pull up, door pull ups. By the way, I got some pull up straps too, so maybe I'll do another 10 by 10 and do a circuit of that. So I think that's pretty fair. Maybe I'll do hill sprints too. And hill sprints 2 times this week. I'll do like 30 on. I don't know. I gotta look up a good routine for hill sprints as well to get my conditioning on. So we got the yoga, we got the strength conditioning, we got the fasting, we got the meal prep. We're gonna shoot 1,800 kcals this week. Kcals on most days. Obviously, I'm not as active, and I also really like one thing I've been doing as well. Like I learned this from the boron letters as well from Gary Halbert, is really doing 10k steps in the morning. Just like walking at least like an hour in the morning really gets the blood flowing, from what Gary Halbert says as well. So that's kind of like everything: health, wealth, and relationships. Let's see. Your article is great. I tried leaving tip 3 times, but it says URL is not found. Having any issues leaving tips? What's a tip 3 time? Huh. Weird. I don't know. Have no idea. Are you talking about like super chats? Maybe. I have no idea. That's weird. Not quite sure. Hold on. Best YouTube. Is this the right article? Let me see which URL is like dead or whatnot. Let me go into my shrink this really quick. Go into a different. Go into Google. Let's take a look. What are you referring to, by the way? Oh, super chat. No idea, man. There goes my opt-in. Yeah, and by the way, this week I actually got hit with I think a lot of my stuff got like disabled. So just give me a second. Let me re-enable it really quick. Really appreciate it, man. I never ask people to do super chats, but if people want to tip me, that would be great. And by the way, I'm almost at 11k subscribers. I mean, subscribers don't really mean that much, but it's great to know that people are still subscribing, supporting me. I've really kind of taken a backseat of like not caring so much about like what people want, and just really just putting more myself out there as well. So really appreciate it, man. Let's see. How do I do super chat, by the way? I remember like having there's some sort of options. I kind of really need to figure this out too. Let's go into dashboard. I think, and honestly, I enjoy these like streams a lot more because it takes the pressure off of just like thinking about what I want to do. I mean, honestly, I would be doing this anyways half the time as well. So Pretty cool. And by the way, interesting stuff. I have actually hold on. I've been actually wow. Let's see. Let's do monetization, super chat. Let's see if I can enable this. Why isn't my super chat working? Huh. Close. Well, it says my super chats are open, but no idea, man. Um, Maybe because I had like a takedown earlier this week that I had end up resolving. I gotta take a look at the super chats as well. No, your article is great, but I'm trying to leave your super chat for your great advice. Appreciate it, man. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it on my end. Next time you're on, if you really want to super chat me, bro, you can just do it. I'm in no hurry for a super chat at the moment, but appreciate it, brother. And if you have any questions, JC, just feel free to DM me as well, and I can do more content. But oh yeah, and while I'm doing shameless plugs, why not? Like, why not talk about the article that I spent like 3 weeks on because everybody was asking me, "Hey, are you walking on a treadmill while on the meeting?" And yes, I am walking on a treadmill half the time. Yeah. So I actually did this. If you go to my refugee hustle site, I'm thinking about redoing the website, making sure that like my description of who I am, it goes. Oh, what the heck? Huh. My website is broken right now. Holy shit. I don't know what happened to the oh yeah, here we go. Never mind. I actually have an ultimate home office. And I'll post this in here too. How do you guys like the new website, by the way? Pretty sick, huh? So I actually did this article about my whole setup, like my treadmill, the everything that I use. You can tell how worn out my MacBook Pro is. Like, look at that; it's already shedding and stuff like that. This is my whole microphone setup. Probably most people, this is overkill for most people. I would not recommend. Like, this is the preamps that I was talking about earlier. Um, I actually posted my YouTube video on the C545 WinX review from Costco. Really great air thing. That's not the best picture. I really gotta take better pictures, man. But it was kind of sunny out, and I was like, fuck, I can't get good lighting on this, so probably I'll redo that picture as well. And this is what most people see. And I just learned how color grade, by the way, or color correct using like a LUTs package too. So pretty cool stuff, man. It really goes to show you, like, you never off the bat, you really never have to be like a master at everything. Like, it is really like the whole game of entrepreneurship and being in this digital world is really slow wins. It's never just overnight. So don't be like, one of the things I always tell people is like, don't be discouraged if you don't know how to edit, if you don't know how to do images, because guess what? I'm a slow learner. Like, I'm just implementing a lot of stuff right now in my current stage, and I'm always learning new things as well, right? Like, I didn't have, you look at my earlier videos, it was very basic. It was just shooting in my car half the time. And then I learned how to use cameras a little bit more. I'm not even an expert at using cameras, by the way. I just get really nice cameras, and I just kind of let it do its magic, and just make a few tweaks here and there as well. So there's that. Whoa, I missed I don't know why I copy pasted that. I was supposed to copy paste the URL, by the way. Let's do this. Hold on for a second. There we go. That's the article that I was referring to. So yes. Cool. So I think that's pretty much it on that end. Let's go back to let's change the application back to Notion. What the fuck? Where's Notion? Here we go. Yep, there we go. So there's that. Health, wealth, relationships. Honestly, I haven't been really focusing on relationships. I'm a loser. I'm just gonna wait till life gets back to normal, and then I'm gonna hide your comment, JC. But then I'm going to kind of take a look at, see if everything kind of matches up. So I wonder if I can create like two screens in Notion as well. Can I open this as another screen in Notion? How do I do this? New window. Great. So I have two windows. And what I want to do while this is loading, well, hold on. Maybe it's better if I let it load first. But what I want to do is like put everything side by side and make sure it matches up to my checklist every day as well. It's great how you can use your camera and computer video during the live. Yeah, it's really great. Like it makes it so much more interactive, by the way, JC. So, but it takes up a lot of system resources. Like definitely my older equipment. Like I was trying to run down my more powerful Mac, but since I have so much data on here, like I really got to clean it out and start like cleaning up my laptop as well, so that it can run a lot quicker. But it's really great. Like technology is super great where I can do multiple things and for some reason my mouse stopped. Speaking about technology, my mouse just stopped working for some reason. Here we go, it's working again. But yeah, I just think it makes it more for interactive live stream as well. All right, cool. So I think you guys can see both screens. Let me kind of hide this as well. So this is a more interactive screen as well. So I'll just put this here and take a look. And there's a way to actually adjust my audio within the thing as well. Thank you for the likes, by the way. Really appreciate it, especially with the whole troll type of situation. I'll just love it. And speaking about trolls, I actually want to. Connor Healy says, "Hi Kevin, what's going on, Connor? Drop a comment. How's your week? By the way, I want to make this interactive. How's your week going, guys? I would love to kind of hear what you're up to as well. I think on the weekly hustle side, I'm also going to talk about maybe trolls, dealing with harassment offline. By the way, if you guys don't know, I've been getting harassed constantly, even offline, like in my emails too. Not to say it's debilitating, but it's just annoying. And I wanted to talk about like how I'm dealing with that as well, probably this week. So cool. All right. So let's take a look at my morning routine. I like to take a look at this. Like this is my basically morning checklist. Every single morning I try to take a look at this. And what's cool about this is actually if I expand the screen, I actually have reference links to everything as well. But so if I like in the morning, if I want to play some chill hop, I'll just click the link, open up in a new window, and bam, that's done. So let's get this back on track. Self-hypnosis team routine, guys, you wouldn't believe this. Like one of the best investments I ever did was actually Scott Ulsford's Rewired. I find myself getting tired in the afternoon a lot of time, and I actually do a self-hypnosis like meditation type of thing, and it just has me recharge every single time, like especially mid-afternoon right before my sales calls. That's important. So and what I want to do is kind of reorder some of these things as well, like in the order I should probably do things. So I usually try to drink 32 ounces of water in the morning. I'll go through a self-hypnosis routine in the morning as well. I probably should write in my 5-minute journal instead. I should also read my affirmations in the morning. I think that should be number one. I think that's the most important thing. One of the other things I like to do, well, I should weigh myself before drinking the water, just so that's accurate, because I usually weigh myself before in the morning. Plan out my meals in MyFitnessPal. I try to keep the same meals every single day because I'm lazy. One thing as a business owner too, I need to review my QuickBooks every single morning as well. So there's that. Clean my minimalist room. So I try to make sure that I keep as tidy as possible. For y'all that don't know, I'm actually not that organized. And it's only been recent where I've been wanting to be a little bit more organized. So there's that. Let's see. I probably To be honest, I probably don't need this one anymore. I'm going to delete this. This is back when I was like really trying to find the vision of what I was doing, because I was just like, fuck, dude, what's the point of Refugee Hustle? But I kind of figured out what I want to do with Refugee Hustle and just really document my journey. And that's why I'm doing so many things like the weekly hustle and all sorts of things like that as well. So there's that. Let's go back in here. Let's see. I probably want to make coffee before I go into any sort of thing as well. So I've been doing mushroom coffee. It's one of my favorite things to do as well. I feel like I'm Agent Joe Rogan because I think he talks about all this sort of stuff too. And again, my mouse went dead for some reason. So here we go. Okay. All right. Morning pages. That's really great. I love morning pages. Probably increase this to like 10 minutes in the morning. Um, put as creative. Morning pages is really great for like a dump, like a mind dump as well. Like if you want to get the creative juices going in the morning, it's a great thing to do, to focus on as well. Um, I've been working on a financial course for beginners. That's great, man. I highly recommend more people be teaching financial literacy, because guaranteed, like I'm also doing the same thing, JC. And I would say like chances are you can probably reach a different audience than I can, to be honest with you. So there's that. So reviewing QuickBooks, self-employed, minimalist room, review my monthly budget slash money flow. I'm taking this mind shift course. And honestly, I might get rid of this ROI type of thing as well. Oh yeah, oh shit. Maybe I'll leave it on. Um, but one thing I forgot to write is something that's important. Is where is it? Right, avatar. That's one of the most important things. I should probably put that over here. All right, cool. So there's that. Perfect. So we got the morning routine down. Oh, one other thing I want to add too is take nootropic pan stack. For y'all that don't know, I'm actually experimenting with a lot of nootropics recently. So I'll put this like right around when I take my water as well, so I actually remember. So there's that. Let's go on to the next thing. And this is what helps by having like a to-do list. It really helps just keep your mind focused about what you need to do and whatnot. So that way I can just add some of these things that are on I can just really organize everything as well. So oh yeah. And one thing I should probably add to this is read the Boron Letters by Gary Halbert. Great. That way I can, and maybe I'll do this on like Saturday during my off day, or look for a new course. Cool. Awesome. So I think that's it for the morning routine. All right. Let's take a look at high ticket closing. These are the typical things I do every single morning. It's not really going to change that much. Notice like on here, I didn't really talk about my high ticket sales thing as well. Oh yeah. Maybe there's one thing I should add. Plan out, check in, meeting with sales team. Okay, cool. One important thing whenever you're running meetings too, this is just a random side thought, I guess, right? But whenever you're running meetings, you should definitely have like an agenda, just to stay a little bit more organized and stuff as well, right? So many times we like I've been in meetings with no agenda and it's just really, really disorganized. So that's something important. Oh shoot. Let me go back into the current application. We'll go back into Notion. Perfect. We have both screens up again. Cool. By the way, JC, how's your course going so far? Let me know, man. Would love to kind of hear about like how you're teaching people how to invest. Um, cool. So this is the probably the part where I need to edit the most. Um, I need to, and at this point, I can get rid of this because I put it on my to-do list this week already in my routine, my to-do list. Um, let's see. The weekly hustle, I'll make sure to put this in next week's weekly hustle as well. So we'll go to here. Well, first of all, I need to copy paste this. Let's duplicate. What's today? 426? Whoa. Crap. How do I rename this? Let's call it 42620. Move this over here. Great. And then what I can do is copy. Oh shit. Let's go over to Thrash and copy paste this into the weekly hustle and dump everything I want to here. So now it's in my to-do list as well. Cool. All right. So let's go back into health. How do I want to schedule my health type of things? I usually do it in the morning as well. And it's really important to do things like a yoga routine. I already have like a yoga routine, which I have the link, so I don't need to do that. What I probably want to do is rename this, do a 10 by 10 GVT, bro. German volume training workout. There's that. Let's do a 10 by 10. Let's do pull-ups, 10 by 10. Gua sha, that's like a massage type of thing as well. The meal prep I actually already have planned out. So what I want to do too is add something new. 36-hour fast, so that way I don't forget about it. Get rid of this. Door pull-ups. Delete this shit. 10K steps. This usually takes about an hour, by the way. 10K steps if I'm like editing or doing anything like that. I usually do some sort of YouTube or content thing as well while I'm doing it. So that's taken care of. And I already have a meal routine for 1800 kcals. Let's add this to hill sprints. Maybe I'll do like a 10 30 on, 30 off. I don't know. I gotta look up a routine for this, but I'm gonna put it in just so that I remember, and I'll probably aim for like twice a week. Yeah. Okay, great, cool. So I think that's pretty much it in terms of health. Let's delete that. I'm kind of curious what I have about relationships at the moment. So if I go to relationships, see Instagram messages, check my Instagram messages, check my emails. One thing I should probably do is reply to YouTube comments. I haven't been doing that lately. I've been letting that slip, and so I'll put that there. I should probably prioritize this over everything as well, like connecting with a friend I haven't talked to in a while. That's something I've been prioritizing a lot. I might get rid of the introducing myself to a stranger on Asian Hustle Network. Honestly, it's not like I haven't been getting value, but I'm not in a mood or like really in the mode to like kind of connect with people. Like I'm in hustle mode right now as well. So want to teach Canadians how to start investing. I'm recording second out of three modules. The concept is how to be more efficient at acquiring wealth and keep it for the next generation. Awesome, dude. So it's generational wealth. Kind of curious, JC. Well, I obviously you might not know the answer to this because are you Canadian, JC, as well? Would love to kind of hear. So I have that. That's taken care of. All right. So let's go into food for a second. So this was my previous workout, previous thing. Let's delete this. I think I will go back to this and review this later. I gotta make sure that's 1800 kcals. Supplements, look at all the supplements I'm on, man. Holy shit, it's a lot. But it's yeah, that's like how I keep track of everything. I might eliminate the PAG, by the way. That was a recommendation based off of Tim Ferriss as well. But yeah, I'm on a lot of different things right now. So there's that. Let's take a look at the YouTubes for a second. So weekly, okay, I can probably delete some of this sort of stuff as well. Let me take a look. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of surprised so many people are still here. I don't really I didn't think people would be very interested in like watching me plan my week, but it goes to show you it's pretty surprising about how people like this content as well, right? Like if there's people watching, it means that it's somewhat entertaining, I guess, right? Or maybe people just like hearing me rant or just like go throughout my day. Yes, born in Canada, grew up in Haiti. I'll tell you this, man, Haitians are hella hardworking, man. So love it. You're doing a great service, by the way. And if you ever need any help, bro, just let me know, JC. One of my goals is to hit 15K on YouTube. No, well, that was my goal. I don't really care anymore. Weekly hustle newsletter. This is actually all edited. Should be ready to actually published by tomorrow, by the way. But let's get most of the concepts down. Let me move this over. Let me move this over here. Cool. Weekly hustle show that is already shot. I already edited it. I gotta do the gotta change some of this. Refugee hustle article. I already did this. Kick-ass investing video I haven't been doing. I gotta reach out to the lady who's gonna do my articles for Kick-ass investing too. I should do an update video on Kick-ass investing. Micro content. My strategy is a little different from before now, so I gotta rename this micro content. Micro content 3. Micro content 4. 5. Oh shit. Great. Cool. So there's that. What I want to do is actually let's duplicate this. I don't know what a good thing to name this is. Weekly to do. Weekly to do, because I do have some things I need to do. So and what I need to do is go here, completed. So something that's really cool that I just learned is if you hit Control Command Spacebar, it'll bring up the emoji. Well, it's supposed to bring up the emoji thing as well. Oh, here we go. Checkbox. Shit. Check. We'll do a green checkbox. Maybe it won't let me do emojis in this as well. So let's see. because there's always some things that aren't necessarily in a routine. So let me kind of highlight all this, or actually I will filter this properties. And this is cool about Airtable is like you can actually hide all these entries over here. So I can just look at what I need to do as well. So all those things are gone. And let's go back into my to-do list as well. How many people are here? Drop a comment if you guys are still here, y'all. We got 4 people in the house. It's all good. It's all good. Just planning my week. I was going to do this anyways. Cool. So what did I need to do? So SEO. Oh, I should probably add this in here. Weekly hustle SEO and pillar. I'll just put in the same thing for now. If I need to break it up, I can always change it later. And I think that's the thing that we always have to keep in mind is like, don't be afraid to, we can always make changes to things later, right? Thumbnail, micro content and pillar, thumbnail, micro content and pillar. Great, cool. So there's that. Contact video editor about rates, because I'm actually hiring a new I'm planning to hire a new video editor, so I need to get his rates in. Contact blog writer for rates. This person is going to literally take my videos, transcribe slash for transcription rates. This person is going to literally take my transcriptions from my articles and turn into blog articles too. So there's that. What else do I need to do? I can try to do the farm. Well, I'll get the pharmacist interview up and loaded, ready for that. And I think that is it for YouTube. Yeah, that's it for YouTube. So I'm going to get rid of these. How do I highlight? I don't want to delete all this shit. Delete. Shit. How do I? For some reason, I can't like. I can't. Oh, here we go. And then I can right click, delete this. Perfect. Great. Cool. And I have that. Let's hide that. And now we have my project planner. But let's do something very similar in my YouTube thing. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to duplicate this and move it down to Kick-Ass Investing. So if I go here, I can actually move this down. Come on. Down here? Yeah. Here we go. Cool. So let's collapse this. And by the way, this is a toggle function. So if you do / and then write toggle, like you can change things into a toggle screen. So for example, I'll do it for this, right? Toggle list, weekly to do Kick-Ass Investing. Bro, I just downloaded this software. That's great, bro. Really, it's really helpful. I mean, this is what I kind of do on my off days. Like, I just try to plan everything as well. Hiring a video editor in Fiverr. No, it's actually through a personal friend. One of the things I really believe in, one of the core values at Refugee Hustle, is taking care of the community around me. So I have a lot of friends who do video editing. I want to support them. Yes, it might be a little bit more expensive, but in the long run, I'm about hiring good people who will do good work as well. So, not using Fiverr or doing any of that as well. Um, I create templates for all my editors too, just to make sure it's very consistent. So, because I already did the initial editing as well, it took me about like I think 3 hours to edit the the core content, but it's a lot quicker than planning content for like 7 videos 7 times a week. So, really helps there. Okay, so let's go back here. Uh, kick. Well, what I can do is actually, I think I can. Nope, can't copy paste it. I wish I could. What I will do is go like there, go like here. Right, customer avatar. Sales page in Kartra. By the way, JC, what are you using for your course? By the way, would love to kind of hear what platform you're using. Are you doing WordPress? Are you using some like Teachable, ClickFunnels? Love to kind of hear what you're on, what you're doing as well. No, don't need that. Don't need that. Whew. And I think that's it. That's pretty much it. That's me planning out my week. I have like I already planned out my calendar already. I wish I could show you my calendar as well, but unfortunately I can't show you that because there's sensitive information on there. Like client information, which I don't want it. I would love to show you, but unfortunately I have NDAs and all that sort of stuff. So I gotta be careful about what I share. But that's pretty much. Oh shit! So, no, it's so funny. I wasn't sharing this the whole time, man. Holy crap! So, I actually did a lot of. Oh my god! So I wasn't sharing this whole time. Holy shit! Okay, cool. So basically, that's pretty much it. I have everything out here, and we are good. I think at this point, right? So I just added everything into this checklist. So now when I start off the week as well, Teachable is pretty good. I mean I love Kartra though. Kartra is like one of the best ones though for me. Um, but with that being said, that's pretty much how I'm planning my week. Everything's there. So like in the morning when I wake up tomorrow, like the first thing I gotta worry about is logging on to Notion and just doing all my things. So I don't need to stress about it anymore. It's done. It's all loaded in, and I just got to implement. So I think if you can strategize like thinking time versus like execution time, um, that'll help you out a lot. So that's pretty much it, guys. Been streaming for about an hour. Sorry I streamed a little bit later. Glad that you guys are tuning in. And really appreciate it, y'all. Like seriously, if there's any topics that you want me consider talking about, let me know. I'll put it in my like kick out or my weekly hustle Q&A session as well. Can you give me a quick demo of how to use the software? Sure, I guess. Basically, okay, so let me kind of I'll do a really quick walkthrough. Let me delete this, right? Just give me 1 second. So if you go to your toggle screen, if you press this addition, you'll create a page. So let's do a test page right now. We'll name it test, right? You can add an icon. You can add like a cover or anything like that as well. Works really well. And then you can either use you can use a template or something like that. There's like if you click on the six dotted lines, it will have your different options of things that you want to do. So if I want to do like a quote, um, uh, right, you get your quotes here. If you want to do a header, like test header, you can all you gotta do is like do a slash, and then you can do like a heading like that. You can select things like that. It's a really great text editor as well. I use this to write all my articles too. If you want to start with a template, you can start with the template as well. They got tons of templates like reading lists, all that sort of stuff. So check out some of these things too. There's already pre-made things. Cool thing about, I think they actually have a, I wonder if they have a Kanban as well. Let's see, slash template. Yeah, so just play around with it. That's what I pretty much do for the most part. You can add tables, charts with that function. It's very simple. Some great people to watch is that Ali guy who does like, who's a doctor from Cambridge, and he has a few things as well. But just take a look at this video, rewatch it. If you got any specific questions, JC, just reach out to me. Or next week when I do another one of these, you can just let me know. All right. Cool, bro. I think that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go refugeehustle.com/Notion and support my, it's totally free, by the way. And it goes to support my channel as well. All right. Appreciate y'all. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.